Welcome to Education K8. The videos I want to show you how to solve the system of equation. We have a power 3 plus b power 3 equals 7. A squared plus b squared plus a plus b plus ab is equal 4. Before we go to the solution, please don't forget to subscribe my channel for more exciting videos. And now we go to the solution together. Okay, we have a power 3 plus b power 3 is equal to 7. I let its first equation. And this a squared plus b squared plus ab plus a plus b plus ab is equal to 4. I let its second equation. To solve this equation, we must use the substitution. Okay, so now I let m equal a plus b and n equal ab. Now I have m equal a plus b, so I raise both sides of this equation to square. I get m squared equal a plus b all square. And I get m squared equal a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. And this 2ab, ab is equal n. I replace it by n. And I get m squared equal a squared plus 2n plus b squared. And then I change 2n to the left hand side. So I get m squared minus 2n equal a squared plus b squared. Okay, now I use the second equation. By second equation, a squared plus b squared plus a plus b plus ab equal 4. So this a squared plus b squared, I replace it by m squared minus 2n. And I get m squared minus 2n plus this a plus b I replace by m. And this ab I replace by n equal 4. Okay, now this m squared plus m and minus n equal 4. Okay, now I change minus n to the right hand side and I change 4 to the left hand side. So I get m squared plus m minus 4 equal n. Okay, we have this equation. And now I use first equation. By first equation, a power 3 plus b power 3 is equal 7. So that in this I use the rule a plus b and multiplies a squared minus ab plus b squared equal 7. And this I replace it by m. And this a squared plus b squared I replace it by m squared minus 2n. And this minus ab I replace it by n. So minus n equals 7. And this I can write m multiply m squared minus 3n equal 7. So I can multiply in, I get m power 3 minus 3mn equal 7. And this n's I replace it by m squared plus m minus 4. So I get m power 3 minus 3m multiplies m squares plus m minus 4 equal 7. Okay, now we multiply in. I get m power 3 and minus 3m power 3 and minus 3m squares and plus 12m. And this 7 I change from the right side to the left hand side. We get minus 7 equal 0. So we get this m power 3 minus 3m power 3. We get minus 2m power 3 and minus 3m squares plus 12m minus 7 is equal 0. So I let fm equals minus 2m power 3 minus 3m squares plus 12m and minus 7. Okay, now I replace m by 1, get f1 equal minus 2 1 power 3 minus 3 multiply 1 squares and plus 12 multiply 1 and minus 7. This 2 multiply 1 power 3 is equal to minus 2 and this minus 3. Minus 2 and minus 3 we get minus 5 and plus 12 we get 7. 7 minus 7 equal 0. Okay, if f1 equals 0 we get so m minus 1 is a factors. Okay, so fm I can write it equal m minus 1 multiply with some expression, so I can divide it by syntactic division. Okay, so now I use syntactic division. Okay, now I take this 1 and this minus 2 and this minus 3 and this 12 and this minus 7. Okay, so now I take minus 2 down. Okay, take it down. We get minus 2 and we multiply minus 2 with 1. We get minus 2 and we adding it. We get minus 5 and then we multiply minus 5 with 1. We get minus 5 and we adding 8 we get 7 and we multiply 1 we get 7 and we adding 8 we get 0. Okay, so now we get fm equals m minus 1 and multiplies this minus 2 we get minus 2m square. And this minus 5, so we get minus 5m. And this 7, we get plus 7. Okay, from this, minus 2m square minus 5m plus 7, I can multiply gross. Okay, so minus 2m square, I can write minus 2m. And multiply m, and this 7 I can write minus 7 and multiply minus 1 is equal to 7. So we multiply gross. Okay, we get this minus 7m and this minus and multiply minus, we get plus. Okay, plus 2m equal minus 5m. Okay, like this part, so I can write fm equal m minus 1 multiplies this minus 2 m minus 7 and this m minus 1 multiply m minus 1. Okay, we get m minus 1 all square and multiply minus 2m minus 7. Okay, but if m is equal to 0, so I get m minus 1 squares factors minus 2m minus 7 equals 0. Okay, so if this we get m, this m minus 1 equals 0, m minus 1 equals 0, we get m equal 1. Okay, m equal 1, and this minus 2m minus 7 equals 0, we get 2 minus 2m equal a equal 7, and we get m equal minus 7 over 2. Okay, we get m equals minus 7 over 2. Okay, so now we have m we get if m equal 1, we get this n equal this 1 square, we get 1, and plus 1 we get 2, and 2 minus 4, okay, we get minus 2. And if m equal minus 7 over 2, we get n equal this minus 7 over square, we get, okay, we get 49 over 4 and plus, sorry, minus 7 over 2 and minus 4. Okay, we get this 49 minus 14 and minus 16 over 2, okay, over 4, and equal this 49 minus 14 to get 35 minus 16, we get 19. Okay, now over 4. Okay, so we get n equal 19 over 4. Okay, now from m equal 1 and n equal minus 2, we get from m equal 1 and n equal minus 2, we get the equation h squared minus 8 minus 2 equals 0. So I can write it h plus 1 and multiply h minus 2 equals 0. And we get h equals minus 1 and h equal 2. So this h equal minus 1 and h equal 2, we get h equal minus 1 and b equal 2, or a equal 2 and b equals minus 1. Okay, from this, okay, from m equals minus 7 over 2 and n equals 19 over 4, we get 8 squares plus 7 over 2, 8, and plus 19 over 4 equals 0. And I can write it 4x squared plus 14x and plus 19 equals 0. So we use discriminants. We get delta equal 14 squares and minus 4 multiply 4 and multiply 19, and we get 196 and minus 304. Okay, is equal minus 108 is negative, so it's not real root. Okay, so that we get a is equal minus 1 and b is equal 2 and a equal 2 and b is equal minus 1. So this a b is equal minus 1 and 2, and it means that a equal minus 1, b equal 2 and a equal 2 and b is equal minus 1. Okay, thank you for watching. If you like my video, please don't forget to subscribe my channel for more exciting videos. Goodbye.